specific standard that was created for the carpet industry. And it's called the Sustainable Carpet Standard. And necessarily, I don't think it's doing nearly enough to drive progress in the industry, and it was because we created it. Not we, Interface, I mean we, the industry, and there's sort of, you know what happens. There's the lowest common denominator when you get 6 companies together. So I think for us, we're 15 years in, we're tired. I'd like to see some regulation. I'd like to see environmental product declarations be required, essentially a nutrition label for all consumer products. We're one of the only companies in the world that are using them right now. I'd love for someone to pass a law tomorrow that requires that to be done.
Philip would automate it for you.
I know.
In a heartbeat. Renee.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Hi, I'm Renee Horn with FedEx Digital and Social Media. Mr. Winterburn came close to this, but I'd like to hear from the panel. What opportunities do you see, given that we are here at South by Southwest Interactive, what opportunities do you see for corporations cutting through the clutter to further their status, if you will, around sustainability and transparency?
Who wants to take the cutting through the clutter?
Cutting through the clutter. I think the events of 2007, right, the financial meltdown, did a lot to do with that, cutting through the clutter, so to speak. Companies had to do more with less. The model here of being more of a carpet as a service, Amazon's model of computing as a service or warehouse management as a service, gets to the full utilization. Everything you do and use is for everybody that's involved, not just for your own one company. And I think that will help drive it significantly.
So you're arguing for more downturns. So you want another recession?
But once you do it, right? I mean, 3 years ago, cloud computing was for startup companies. Now the large companies are doing cloud computing, and they had to spend capex on compute, or they could do the OpEx model and rent it as they need it, fully utilize, and throw them to it. But I think they're learning, right? When you have that, you get punched in the nose, you finally figure out, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that again. And you learn and get better and better.
So the bigger companies are willing to accept the standardization that comes with cloud computing in return for the lack of capex.
It's a financial benefit.
Okay. Get to your question, Renee? Thank you very much. Say best to Mitch.
Thank you.
Sir, your last question of the day.
Absolutely.
It's all to you.
That was a great last question. Also up here.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go. You're pandering. You're pandering. Go ahead.
I mean, to take it in a little bit different direction, I mean, I'm about to be a year graduated from college and celebrate my birthday. And I mean, I think sustainability is phenomenal, and it's going to be the standard at some point. But right now, I mean, I work at a restaurant, and I'm not a lawyer. I can't do developing. I don't really have the credentials to just hop into someone and be like, all right, I'll help you with sustainability. Is sustainability something that, even if someone lost their job after 26 years, can they develop the skill set to help companies with sustainability? I mean, I did audio production with a minor in business, and I would love to help a company with sustainability, but I don't really know. I mean, outside of working hard, and yeah, I can do like social media and stuff like that for my generation that just comes naturally. Are there other things that I can teach myself to help a company, or are there certain things that companies are looking for in someone that's
Is
like
sustainability a job skill? Who wants to take that one?
Yeah, as the vice president of sustainability.
Yeah, that's right. How'd you get your job anyway?
Yeah, I got lucky. I mean, realistically, you know, it's not, you can't get a degree in it. So, I mean, when we are hiring people, sort of let me tell you what we look for. It really, we've learned, it's really about organizational change. That's what it is. You know, sustainability, whatever you want to call it, it's about, do you have the skills to come in and actually help us change an organization? So yeah, we need all sorts of people. On my staff, I have a financial accounting, cost accounting guy who's run the company 20 years. I have a person who does life cycle assessment. I have a communications person, and I'm about to hire somebody who knows how to build programs to create organizational change. None of them know anything, right? No, there's no sustainability in there, but actually that's what they're doing. So I would say don't get hung up on that. But I think to the extent you can become familiar with theories of organizational change, people who are developing those skills to be able to think about things like appreciative inquiry and assessing the values of employees and how do you change an organization, I think that can go anywhere.
I'd add just be innovative. Think outside the box, look at problems in a different way. That's why people tend to get moved around organizations, so you get different eyes on the problem. And to Anthony's point, you have to measure. you can't measure, you don't know if you're improving or not.
Well, and look, I'll go even farther. Because it isn't defined and you can't get a degree in it, it's a wonderful space. We're up here struggling, what is waste? What is sustainability? So why do you think that your skill set, whatever it is, doesn't pertain to that subject matter? I mean, anything that basically adds environmental value can come into this bailiwick. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity. It's quite the opposite. Because it isn't defined, you don't have the known skill sets to be an accountant, or so I assume. But I'll bet everybody in this room has some little hook into sustainability if we chose to configure the brain. Go take it.
Right, and here's an opportunity to pitch the last 5 copies of The Postcard Economy, available here for free for the taking. And I want to thank our panelists. I want to thank Aaron Mizan, Vice President of Sustainability at the Interface Group, Greg Janicek, the Senior Vice President of Sales at Redwood, Anthony Holt, Principal at Patriot Group, and Philip Winterburn, the CIO of Ribbit Software. Thank you very much.